Hello all. Today we are here because we are having a somewhat under the table trial today for Arca Slytherin, as we have just found out recently. He is a Slytherin. It has come to my attention that he has been exhibiting very bad behavior as he did cast the Cruciatus Curse on another Hogwarts student while on the grounds. So today we are going to discuss what has been happening, and I have gathered you all here as you are not official ministry members. However, you are trusted members of Hogwarts. So for that reasoning, I want to take your opinions into consideration and see what you all have to say about Mr. Slytherin. Now, if you may, Mr. Slytherin, please come out of your cell and enter so we can talk to you.
Here you go, Mrs. Slytherin.
What is this?
That, sir, is going to be our truth serum. We are administering that to you as we want to get the full truth from you. We don't want you to hold anything back. Taking the potion is not that painful. You might have some side effects when you return home this evening, but if you see the, colored drool coming from your mouth, don't worry. It's just a little side effect. But we do need to go ahead and get this done so that we can get to the bottom of this and see why you are exhibiting these tendencies, as I may say.
Miss! Hair is great hair.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Gorgeous hair. I'm done, thank you.
Yes, that is our pox.
I keep hearing a weird fuzzy noise in my head.
Just for the time being, just try to ignore that and focus on this trial, because as I said, this is a very, very serious matter. The Cruciatus Curse is not something that the ministry plays around with, and as the acting mistress, I am not tolerating of this behavior whatsoever.
But I didn't even cast it.
That is what we are here to decide. Now, if you may, please drink the truth serum, and we will get down to business.
There.
All right, now it is time for everyone to give their inputs, and because of the truth serum, Mr. Arca will be able to respond 100% truthfully, and there will be nothing held back. So, if you may now this truth serum is a very powerful new type of potion that we have specially developed here at the ministry. And if you do lie, Mr. Arca, it will be quite painful. So I do suggest that you not try anything with us. We don't play around here.
So I can't lie at all?
No lying at all.
Ah! What the? I didn't even lie!
As you can see, we don't play around, and we do not want to mess with the ministry. This is a very serious matter. So, now that he has been administered with the truth serum, I would like to hear from all of you and to see what his response is. So, let's start with Jeb. Mr. Jeb, can you please explain to the court, or rather me,
this man
what exactly
is obviously guilty. As you can see right here, this one dark spot on his shoulder is a clear sign that he is a Dark Lord.
That's my
Objection!
That's my birthmark.
Well, it is known that birthmarks cannot happen. Well, they're not really birthmarks, more as different forms of dark marks. So, Mr. Arca, if you may, can you walk up to me for a second so that I may see this?
Are you serious?
I would like to see this mark that Mr. Jeb has said that is on you. All right. Oh, yes, dear, I do see this spot, so it could possibly be a forming dark mark, but I guess as it looks like it is still in formation, you don't really know. It could be a birthmark, it could be a dark mark.
It is definitely a dark mark. He is a Dark Lord.
I have a suggestion!
It's nice.
Woo!
Huh? I'm sorry.
Are you okay there, Mr. Arca?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You seem to be a little out of it.
No, I'm good.
All right, we'll be continuing on now. Now, Miss Pox.
I have a suggestion.
What is that?
You poke it.
Poke it.
Poke it.
With?
a finger.
Okay, well, we will take that into consideration. Thank you, Miss Fox. All right, Mr. Bat, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now can you please explain to me your encounter with Mr. Arca Slytherin?
So far, he seemed incredibly nice to me. Around school, he hasn't really off. But according to other people, whereas I've never seen it personally.
Mr. Arca, you said you can't hear anything?
I couldn't hear what he says.
Now, that is quite odd, because that's not a side effect of this potion. Are you sure you're okay there? Maybe we should get a nurse down here? Possibly someone to help?
No. Just continue.
Yes, we do have a very short duration of this potion, so we are going to have to continue on. Now, let's see, who is... Mr. Bob. May you please come down here?
Alright.
Now, Bob, please explain to me what exactly happened in your own words.
From when?
When Mr. Arca hit you with the Cruciatus Curse. You may tell me how you felt, what physical things happened. All of these can help decipher whether you were truly hit with the Cruciatus Curse or whether it was possibly another type of spell.
I don't believe it was the Cruciatus Curse that hit me.
Now, why don't you believe that?
Because what he hit me with kind of left a scar on my right arm.
May I see the scar?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh dear, that is quite a very severe scar.
Yeah, it still hurts, even though the nurse tried to patch it up.
Jeez, you really did some damage to you. Mr. Arca?
Stitch.
Mr. Arca.
She's the one that I hit with it.
You don't seem quite normal at the moment, Mr. Arca.
Oh.
And I don't think that this is due to the truth potion, because we have tested it and we have never got this side effect.
It's not, it's something else. Just
This'll be careful.
continue.
Well,
I do remember it though. I believe it was
Now-
Stitch that I hit.
why did you hit Stitch with the Cruciatus Curse? Where did you hit Stitch with the Cruciatus Curse?
The house.
And what house was this?
The traitor's house.
That voice. I've heard that voice before.
Lucius Malfoy. That coward. I hit her there.
It is quite simple that something is happening to Mr. Arca at the moment, so I think that we might...
I think I can control it. I can just...
I don't know. I do not want to put the danger of the fellow Hogwarts students at risk, and you seem
I'm
to
Clear
I'm
be...
just gonna
evidence
stay
that
over
he is
here.
a Dark Lord, though.
I'm not a Dark Lord.
I'm just gonna stay over here.
Okay. It's...
Mr. Arca.
No, I'm good. It's stopped.
Okay.
It's stopped.
Okay.
I can hear.
You seem to be, perfectly fine now. So, as I said, we do have a short duration, and this is a very powerful and expensive spell. A potion. If I do say, the ingredients of it are quite sought after. So we really do want to continue on with this trial. So, anyways, moving on, Miss Savage, can you please explain to me your point of view on the situation?
I think that if we teach him how to harness his power, and we can teach him how to control it.
Well, that is essentially the purpose of Hogwarts, and I do see the benefit in that. So I think after hearing everyone's opinions and seeing Mr. Arca and meeting you personally, I think that the best course of action for now because we cannot be sure that the Cruciatus Curse was in fact casted, because the mark left on Mr. Bob's arm does not resemble that of a Cruciatus Curse, and as Miss Kara is not here to, Stitch. Well, Stitch isn't here today. We will be moving on with this, and I think that the best course of action will be to move you up into the 3rd year at Hogwarts. I think that there will be a very good professor, in fact, there that can kind of take you under his wing and look after you, and that is going to be Professor Ender. So because of that, I think that that is at least my personal recommendation, that you be moved into year 3 to advance, because you do show higher levels of power and whatnot.
So wait, the Ministry... I thought the Ministry and Hogwarts were separate. You have the power to move me up a year?
Let's just say that me and the headmaster have an understanding, so to speak.
Oh. Okay.
Being the mistress of magic is quite different than what it was for the Minister of Magic, and I take that to my advantage.
Okay. Am I excused?
For now, you are. Now, remember that you might feel some odd side effects from this potion, but it's just simple, discolored ooze that might come out. But nothing to worry about. Just make sure you keep a couple of Kleenex on you. Maybe go see Madame Pomfrey for anything if it becomes more serious.
And just a little tip for you, Ministress. For your Truth Serum potion, if you want it to last a little bit longer, there's an old family secret that we have. It's instead of a whole lunar phase of 28 days, I would take the whole brew of 31, an entire month. It seems to give a extra edge.
Now, what did you guys
Seriously,
think
Thistle?
about... What's that, Bob?
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
I don't like this decision.
Well, luckily, it is not your decision to make.
I nearly died with him.
Well,
You're just gonna let him go like that?
The thing is Professor Ender is a very good friend of mine, and he is going to take a very, very close eye at Arca and really see what's going on really deep down in there.
Yeah, I don't agree with it all.
Well, like I said, it's not your
Nor do
decision.
I.
See, at least I have
I don't
someone
either.
agree with me.
Is there anyone here who does agree with my
I
decision?
agree with you, Thistle.
Thank you, Savage, as
Okay, I thought you
you
were gonna
are
die.
the clear-sighted one in this
You're gonna
situation.
die.
To be
Bob,
honest,
did you
at
pass
first
on it?
I thought that he was good, but after his little outburst today, like, we all experienced it. I'm not so sure anymore.
Well, to be honest, nor am I. However, every Hogwarts student deserves a chance, and we are going to extend that courtesy to Arca. You are all part of the Hogwarts family, as every house is part of the Hogwarts as a whole. And being part of each house, you are a part of Hogwarts as a whole. So because of that, everyone does deserve a chance.
But you saw what happened with you know who. Voldemort. He was okay at first, but look at what happened. Look at all.
Yes, that
You have to let
is
him-
a time that we just we try to not even think that is a possibility for the Ministry to go back there, or for anything like that to happen again. So, like
I
I
wasn't
said,
even here when Voldemort was here. Still,
So was
it
I,
was-
but I heard the
you shouldn't
story.
really give him a second chance after what he's done.
but the thing is you were hit with a curse, or possibly even a charm that I cannot identify. I have talked to Madame Pomfrey, and the feedback has been inconclusive. So because of that, and because of the Ministry's rules, my hands are relatively tied. What I have done is ensured that Arca will be looked after, and that you all will be looked after. Of course, Hogwarts student safety is a priority for the Ministry. However, we need to give him a chance. Like I said, now everyone, I think that we have all discussed this thoroughly enough for the evening. Thank you all for attending this, and again, as the trusted Hogwarts students,
Mistress, allow
Arca?
me to say this to you. I like your idea of putting my son into the 3rd year. Ender is a great teacher. However, I can't allow you all to remember everything else that transpired.
Everyone,
What?
please.
Obliviate.
Oh, excuse me. I think I don't know. I must have drawn a blank there. I kind of dozed off for a second. Okay, so moving on. Now we have decided that Arca is going to be placed into 3rd year at Hogwarts and will be looked after by Professor Ender. So I just want to conclude this meeting and ensure that everyone is unanimous on this decision and that there is no concerns for this decision.
He still
I have a
smells his pig
concern.
farts.
What's that, Jeb?
I have a concern about Ender being his guide.
And what is
'Cause
that?
He might be a good professor, but I don't think he would be the best for Arca.
Well, Professor Ender and I are quite close friends, and being an extremely qualified professor, and he does know how to deal with this type of situation very well, as he has had experience with relatively restless children who shall remain nameless. But he, in my opinion, is a pretty cool dude at the same time, so I think that he will be perfect for looking after Mr. Arca. And Pox, what was your concern?
Although his hair is very luscious and gorgeous, he smells of pig farts.
Yes, I I noticed that. Mr. Arca, maybe you should maybe, take a shower or use a smelling charm at any point that might help with that personal aroma of yours.
Well, during my stay in the cell, I didn't exactly get a wand, but I did get a very nice blanket that smelled of pig farts from a panic. I don't know who that is, but oh well.
That's that seems pretty normal with that certain individual.
Okay.
Any other concerns of anyone? Everyone seem unanimous on this?
So that was.
I have nothing.
So that was it. That was.
Support your decision.
This whole meeting was about me going to a 3rd year.
For the moment, that is correct. We think that would be the best course of action for now, and for you to get some one-on-one time with the Professor Ender.
But I mean, that can't be it. I mean, what about what happened at Silencio?
I'm sorry? I didn't quite catch that. Well, anyways, I am on a short schedule today, so since we have come to a decision, everyone seems unanimous and pleased with this, I call this meeting adjourned.
Yeah.